Welcome back. In this session, I am going to tell you about some topics in reproductive health chart. Okay. First, let us see some sexually transmitted diseases. Now, I am telling about sexually transmitted diseases. STD. Sexually transmitted diseases. What are sexually transmitted diseases? The disease or infections which are transmitted through sexual contact are collectively called STDs or STDs. Once again, what are sexually transmitted diseases? Disease or infections. Disease or infections are transmitted through sexual contact are collectively called STDs. So now let's say tabular form, the name of disease, symptoms of disease, causative organisms. Some name of the sexual transmitted diseases. Name of the sexual transmitted diseases and their symptom of disease and causative organ. Which organism causes this disease? Are noted as this. Okay. Now, name of the disease. First one, gonorrhea. First transmission, sexually transmitted disease is gonorrhea. Or pronounced gonorrhea. The symptoms of this disease is it causes infertility. Once the gonorrhea is caused by a man or woman, it causes infertility. The causative organism is bacteria. The name of the bacteria is Neisseria gonorrhea. Neisseria gonorrhea is a bacteria. So this gonorrhea is caused by a bacteria called Neisseria gonorrhea. The symptoms are causes infertility. Next, syphilis. Syphilis is another sexual transmitted disease. Syphilis. Painless sore. Causes. Symptoms of diseases are painless sore. Sore means blisters and ulcers. In genitals, male and female genital organs. Painless sores are formed in the genitals of female and male reproducts. And rectum, mouth, in the mouth. Next, causative organism. It is also a bacteria. So, Treponema pallidum. It is a bacterium. Spirochetic bacteria. It is a spirochetic bacteria named as Treponema pallidum, which causes syphilis. Symptoms are painless sores in genitals, rectum and mouth. Next, genital herpes. Herpes are formed in the genitals. It's called genital herpes. So that's why it is called genital herpes. Symptoms. Contagious sores in mouth. Sore in mouth and on genitals. These are contagious. They spread one from one another to other. Okay? From one person to another person. So these are called contagious sores in mouth and on genitals. Causative organism is herpes simplex virus. HSV means herpes simplex virus. Herpes simplex virus. Next, genital wax cervical cancer. Genital wax cervical cancer. Next disease is genital wax cervical cancer. Symptoms are small bumps, rashes, and also a cervical cancer. So cancers. So it causes cancer. Causative organism human papilloma virus. Causative organism is human papilloma virus. HPV. Human papilloma virus. Trichomoniasis. Next disease is trichomoniasis. In trichomoniasis, the symptoms are foul smelling in vagina. And vaginal discharge and genital itching in genital parts. And painful urination in women. The causative organism is Trichomonas vaginalis. It is a protozoal parasite. It is a parasite. Remaining are virus and bacterium. Causative organisms are bacteria and viruses. But this one is Trichomonas vaginalis is a protozoal parasite. It causes trichomoniasis. Next, this is trichomoniasis. This trichomoniasis is symptoms are foul smelling in vagina. Vaginal discharge, genital itching, painful urination in women. The causative organism is Trichomonas vaginalis. It is a protozoan parasite. So Trichomonas vaginalis causes trichomoniasis. Next disease, chlamydiasis. Next sexually transmitted disease, chlamydiasis. Next, chlamydiasis. The symptoms of chlamydiasis is genital pain, discharge from vagina and penis. Genital pain, discharge from vagina, penis. Causative organism is Chlamydia trichomatis. It is also a bacteria. Chlamydia trichomatis. Bacteria causes chlamydiasis. Next, this is hepatitis B. This hepatitis by a organism called hepatitis B virus. It is a hepatitis B virus. Symptoms are yellowing of eyes. Eyes are in yellow color. So yellowing of eyes, abdominal pain, dark urine. Urine is in dark color. Dark urine. Causage organ is HPV virus. So next HIV infection or AIDS. HIV infection or AIDS. HIV infection or AIDS. AIDS. In this disease, actually symptoms are weight loss. In the disease, weight loss. Symptoms are weight loss, fever, sweats, recurrent infections. This is caused by a virus called HIV virus, human immunodeficiency virus. Human immunodeficiency virus. In this total 8 diseases, sexually transmitted diseases, genital herpes, and hepatitis B, HIV infections, or AIDS. These three diseases are incurable diseases. So there is no cure in these diseases. Remaining diseases are curable, completely curable. When it is completely curable, when it is treated properly. Okay, they are curable. They are all curable except hepatitis, genital herpes, and hepatitis B, AIDS are non-curable diseases. Remaining are curable diseases. So these sexually transmitted diseases in females, untreated sexually transmitted diseases in females leads to several complications. Complications such as inflammatory transmitted diseases, and cervical cancers, and abortions, and ectopic pregnancies. Ectopic pregnancy means the abnormal fertilization, abnormal pregnancies occur outside the uterus. So this is called ectopic pregnancy. Actually, in this case, fetus is dead. So this is an abnormal condition. This is due to the caused by diseases, sexually transmitted diseases. Causes inflammatory transmitted diseases in females, abortions, and ectopic pregnancies, cervical cancers, etc. So these are about the sexually transmitted diseases. So once again, what are sexually transmitted diseases? Disease or infection which are transmitted through sexual contact are collectively called as sexually transmitted diseases. So there are some of the diseases gonorrhea, syphilis, genital herpes, genital VAD, cervical cancer, trichomoniasis, chlamydiasis, hepatitis B, HIV infection, AIDS. These are the sexually transmitted diseases. Next, contraception. Contraception means Intentional prevention of conception by natural or artificial means is called conception. We say intentional prevention of conception by natural or artificial means called contraception. In contraception, there are some methods. There are some methods. The one method is surgical methods. Surgical methods of contraception. This surgical method is also called as sterilization. It is also called as sterilization. In this surgical method, there are two types. Surgical methods are two types. One, vasectomy. Actually, vasectomy is done in the male partners. Tubectomy is done in female partners. Tubectomy is conducted in female partners. Vasectomy is conducted in male partners. So what is vasectomy? Vasectomy is nothing but a small part of vasa difference on either side is removed. A small portion of vasa difference on either side, on both sides is removed. So a small portion of vasa difference is removed, occurred and removed on both sides are tied up through a small incision on the scrotum. So once again, vasectomy is conducted in male partners. It is a contraceptive method called surgical method of contraception. In this, vasectomy is conducted in male partners. What is vasectomy? A small part of vasa difference on either side is removed or tied up through a small incision on the scrotum. It's called vasectomy. This way blocks the entry of sperm into the seminal vesicle. So it prevents the fertilization. So it prevents the production of semen. Okay. Next, tubectomy. A small part of fallopian tube on both sides. Are removed. So in tubectomy, a small part of fallopian tube on both sides are removed. Are tied up through a small incision made in abdomen or through vagina. It will block the entry of bovine to the fallopian tubule. Thus, pregnancy is prevented. So, tubectomy is conducted in female partners. In this process, in this surgical method, a small part of fallopian tube on both sides is removed or tied up through a small incision made in the abdomen or through vagina. This will block the entry of ovary to the fallopian tube. Thus, pregnancy is prevented. So these are the surgical methods that are used in the contraception. This method is also called as sterilization. Next, in vitro fertilization. In vitro fertilization. In vitro fertilization and embryo transfer. In vitro fertilization. What is in vitro fertilization? In vitro fertilization in this method, fertilization of ovum by sperm done outside the body, outside the body of a man, is called in vitro fertilization. Done the outside of the woman is called in vitro fertilization. IVF. In vitro fertilization. IVF. So what is IVF? Fertilization of ovum by sperm done outside the body of the female is called in vitro fertilization. It's called in vitro fertilization. The resultant early embryonic stage. The resultant early embryonic stage is transfer into the uterus of the woman, uterus of the woman for further embryonic development. So due to the result of in vitro fertilization, the resultant early embryonic stage is transferred into the uterus of the woman for further embryonic development. In this method, in vitro fertilization method, ovum is collected from the wife or female donor, and sperm is of female donor is donor. In this method, ovum is collected from the wife of female donor and sperm is collected from the husband of male donor. These two are mixed. Donor are mixed and induced, mixed and induced for fertilization, in the laboratory. So in this method, ovum from wife of female donor and sperm from husband of male donor is collected and mixed and used for fertilization in the laboratory. In simulated conditions and gives the simulated conditions. Laboratory X simulated conditions. Due to this process, embryos formed in the laboratory through this in vitro fertilization. The embryo is transferred to the uterus of the woman. So this in vitro fertilization is popularly known as in vitro fertilization this is popularly known as test tube baby procedure. So in vitro fertilization is also popularly known as test tube baby. Test tube baby procedure. So this is about the in vitro fertilization. Next one is gamete intrafallopian transfer. Intrafallopian transfer. Gamete intrafallopian transfer. In some females cannot produce ovum due to some defects and diseases related cannot produce ovum. In such conditions, but still they provide suitable environment for fertilization and another embryonic development in the uterus. So they provide a suitable environment for fertilization and fetal development. So embryonic development. So in such conditions, the gamete intrafallopian transfer is conducted. So in this process, ova is collected from the donor, and this ova is transferred into the uterus of the female body. Transfer into the uterus of the female body. Transfer into the fallopian tube of the female body. This ovum is collected from the donor and transfer into the fallopian tube. That's right. Ovum is collected from donor and transferred into the fallopian tube. Transferred into the fallopian tube of the receiving female body. Fallopian tube of the receiving female body. So ova is collected from female donor. Ova is collected from female donor and transferred into the fallopian tube of the receiving donor. So in this process, this process is called gamete intrafallopian transfer. So in this process, ovum is transferred into the fallopian tube. So that's why this process is called gamete intrafallopian transfer. Next. Cytoplasmic sperm injection method. Intracytoplasmic sperm injection method. This is also in this method, sperm is directly injected into the ovum with the help of microscopic help of microscopic needle to form embryo in the laboratory. Microscopic needle to form embryo in the laboratory. This embryo is transferred into the uterus or fallopian tube of female body for further development. So, in this method, sperm is directly injected to the ovum. With the help of microscopic needle. To form embryo in the laboratory. This embryo, due to this result formation of embryo, is transferred into the uterus or fallopian tube of female body for further development. Next one is artificial insemination. Next one is artificial insemination. This method is suggested in case of infertility in male partners, inability of male partners to inseminate female partner, or a low sperm count. In that condition, this method is suggested. In this method, sperm semen is collected from husband or male donor and transferred into the and introduced into the uterus for fertilization. So this process is called artificial insemination. In this process,